What if the real reason most people never get ahead with money is because they have no idea what an asset actually is? That sounds basic. But this is exactly where Chapter 2 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad hits hard. Because a lot of people think they are building wealth when really, they are just collecting expensive responsibilities. Chapter 2 is built around one simple idea. Rich people buy assets. Poor people only have expenses. And the middle class often buys liabilities while thinking they are assets. That is the whole punch in the face. Now let's make this super simple. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. That is it. Not what sounds impressive. Not what looks successful. Just one question. Does it put money in your pocket or take money out? That is the test. And once you hear that, a lot of things start looking very different. For example, a lot of people buy a house and immediately think, "Nice, I made it." And yes, emotionally, that can feel amazing. But financially, if that house keeps taking money from you every month through mortgage payments, taxes, repairs, and surprises, then financially, it is not acting like an asset. It is acting like a liability. That does not mean buying a house is always bad. It means you need to stop calling everything an asset just because it is expensive. That is the chapter's big warning. A lot of people work hard, earn more, and then use that money to buy things that make them look richer, while quietly making them less free. That is why some people have a high income and still feel financially trapped, because income is not the same thing as wealth. Read that again in your soul. Wealthy people pay attention to the balance sheet. They care about what they own. They focus on building a pile of things that keep paying them. That is the difference. One person earns money and spends it. Another person earns money and uses it to acquire assets. Same paycheck, different future. The chapter pushes an uncomfortable truth. You do not become rich by looking rich. You become rich by building assets. That means putting your money into things that generate income or grow in value. Stop asking, "What can I buy?" and start asking, "What can I own that pays me back?" Nobody posts online saying, "Just bought a boring asset today." But that is how real wealth usually starts. Quietly, slowly, without applause. If you do not understand the difference between an asset and a liability, you can look successful and still be financially fragile. That is the trap. So here it is. Stop buying things that drain you and start building things that pay you. Simple. Not always easy, but simple. The goal is not just to earn money. The goal is to build a life where your money starts carrying some of the weight. So the next time something looks like an asset, ask the only question that matters. Does it put money in my pocket or take money out? This was Chapter 2 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Follow so you learn the lessons without even reading the books.